somewhere in time. In early 90s, I went to school in upstate NY. It was my first experience away from home for any length of time. This particular college town was built around a beautiful lake, and because of that, when summer came to a close, everything closed up with it. Picture a vibrant happening center turning into a barren ghost town overnight. With the cold weather, the sky went from beautiful blue to a dull, lifeless grey, and remained like that until spring. One of my housemates was also a weed dealer, which was convenient for me as I was a chronic stoner at the time. We would make these elaborate dinners where every course featured weed in the recipe. The results were full bellies, stone minds, and huge messes to clean up. Our dinners quickly became a thing that other people from other houses wanted to get in on. So we would have guests over, and the rule was they had clean up after the meal. Somehow they didn't mind, and ours quickly became the house that everyone wanted to hang at. One really dark, cold and windy night, we had 5 female guests from another school. I had a girlfriend at the time, so I behaved, but the rest of my housemates hooked up and a good time was had by all. This was a weeknight, and when it came time to leave, their car wouldn't start. Naturally, they come knocking on my door as I was the only one with a car. It's around midnight now, and they live a good hour away, so I reluctantly agree to take them. My housemate James agrees to come with. There were no streetlights, and it's dark and cold as fuck. Then it begins to snow. On a good day, we hardly knew where we were going around our own school, and this is in a totally different area. It was a tense white-knuckle ride the whole time, but eventually we got there. The house where they lived was a converted estate with a long driveway and huge iron gates. As I turn into the driveway, the snow really starts coming down. We can see 2 dull red lights off in the distance. As we get closer, we see that it's not a car, but an elaborate stagecoach lumbering through the snow. As we go to overtake it on the road, we all look over and see that it's a huge black stagecoach being pulled by a team of black horses. The red lights we saw were lanterns on its sides. The driver is also dressed in black, sitting pin straight and looking straight ahead. He doesn't even glance at us. It's like we aren't there. Everyone in the car saw this. We asked the girls if this was a thing where they lived. They said no, they never saw anything like it before. At the time, we just thought it was very strange. Like, why would someone be out in a stagecoach after midnight in a snowstorm? I remember thinking maybe this is just how they get down up in the country. It didn't occur to us right away that it could be anything else. After we dropped them off at the house, we turned around to leave, both fully expecting to see that stagecoach again, as their house was the only thing at the end of the driveway road. Instead, we saw nothing. No horses, no hoof prints, no other tracks but our own from coming the other way. At that point, it finally dawned on us both, no doubt a delayed reaction from dinner asterisk. James and I realized that we may have just seen not only a ghost, but ghost horses and a ghost stagecoach. It's been more than 30 years, and anytime I see James, we still talk about what we saw that night.